Hi and welcome to lecture number 5 in our free HubSpot course. In this lecture here, you're going to explore HubSpot Profile Pages. A profile page is similar to a Facebook timeline, right? It's where you go to find information about a specific person. In this case here, profile pages also exist for companies, deals, tickets, and so on. So we're going to understand profile pages. We're going to learn how to identify information, how to find information in these profile pages, and you're going to see how this applies to other types of HubSpot objects as well. This is a really important aspect of working with the HubSpot CRM, which is by far HubSpot's most important feature. Okay, let's get to it. So whether you're looking at contacts, companies, deals, tickets, any other type of object, when you click on a record's name, you are redirected to their profile page, right? I'm doing this example here with Maria. So when I click on Maria's name inside this CRM, I go to Maria's profile page. This is Maria's profile page. In the case of a contact, the profile page is similar to, let's say, a Facebook newsfeed, something like that. It's your timeline. It's your social media timeline, right? It's where you go to see everything that person has done, information that we have about that person, right? It's similar to a Facebook page, basically, a Facebook profile. So in the case of Maria here, I'm looking at Maria's profile page. There are different types of information that I know about Maria and that I have stored about Maria inside HubSpot. So in this lecture here, we're going to explore profile pages a little bit deeper. What do we have inside a profile page? And this is going to be valid for companies, deals, tickets, other types of records as well. I have 3 sections. Let's talk about them now. In the left sidebar, I can see a list of important information that I have about that record. In the case of a contact, I can see information such as someone's email address, someone's phone number, someone's source, meaning how did they get added to the CRM, right? All these different elements that we have here are data points. Inside HubSpot, they are called properties. So email address is a property, phone number is a property, contact owner is another property, last contacted is another property. There are different types of property that serve the purpose of storing information about a record. We're going to talk about the topic properties later on, but everything that you're seeing here are properties, okay? They are data points that help you store information about something or someone. So the left sidebar is that section where I can see important properties about the record, and also the section where I can use certain elements regarding that record, so to say. For example, I can add a note to Maria's profile. Let me just show you an example. Quick note. Let me just create this note. This note is then added here to the notes section, okay? I can also send Maria an email by clicking on the email icon here. Before we are able to do this, we actually have to connect HubSpot with our email inbox. We're going to learn how to do this later. But I have the ability to send Maria an email from here. I can also schedule a call with Maria. I can also create a task and associate this task with Maria. I can schedule a meeting with Maria as well. So in the left sidebar of the screen, we have 2 things. We have important information about the record, and we also have elements that we can use regarding that record, right? In association with that record. We're going to learn how to use these elements later on. In the middle section, I have a timeline of all the things that happen with a record. This is here in the activities tab. If I go to activities, and I click once again on the tab activity, I can see that Maria was created in this day at this time. An email was sent to Maria sometime in the past. Maria opened one specific email I sent. We changed the information about Maria. There was a meeting with Maria. So it's basically the timeline of a record, right? If I'm looking at a company's profile page, I also have this timeline. Things that happened with that company, right? Meetings that were scheduled with contacts associated with that company and things like that. So the activities tab will always show you a timeline of everything that happened with a record, whether it's a company, a deal, a ticket, and so on, okay? In the overview tab of the middle section, I can see different elements that are associated with that record, which is very similar to what you have here in the right sidebar. The right sidebar is the associations section, is where I can see companies associated with that contact, leads, deals, tickets, payment links that I create inside the Commerce Hub, other contacts that might be associated with this contact here, right? And I also have this section available for any other type of object as well. For example, if I go to the a company profile page, in this case here, I'm now looking at ABC Tech's profile page. I also have an association section, right? So I can see here that, this company is associated with with a contact, with a deal, with a ticket. So think of the right sidebar as the associations section inside HubSpot. This is where I find out about what other elements exist inside my HubSpot account that are associated with that record I'm looking at, okay? So once again, left sidebar, important information plus elements that I can use in regards that record I'm looking at. Middle section, this is the timeline. This is the newsfeed of that record, so to say, similar to what we have on a Facebook page timeline, something like that. And the right sidebar is the associations section. So this is how you can summarize a profile page inside HubSpot, and this will be valid regardless of the type of object that you are looking at. Awesome, so this was lecture number 5 in our free HubSpot course. Remember that all the lectures of this course are located in a playlist here inside my channel, okay? So in this lecture, you learn how to work with HubSpot profile pages, right? And you probably realized that in those profile pages, there are different types of fields that exist, right? For example, in a contact profile page, we have first name, last name, email, and so on and so on. Well, these fields have a name. The name is properties. So in the next lecture, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about HubSpot properties and how to work with them.